Morning everybody, welcome to another Friday morning live edition with me, Webby Sports Roundup. Roundout. Listen, we get it muddled. I've had such a busy week this week. It's going to go mad this week. We've got a phenomenal show today. We're going to kick it off with, we've got shout-outs, 2 parts. Rugby League, Rugby Union, CD Tenerife with Toddy. We've got snooker, horse racing, recent vlogs, Formula 1 racing. We've got darts and Hendon and Chatham Football Club, the 2 non-league clubs we follow. This is sunny Tenerife with me, Webby. Okay, here we go. Right, first and foremost, I want to say thank you very much indeed from Toddy again. He's here again this week. Yeah. Well done, Toddy. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
You had a good week?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Good.
CD Tenerife, as you know, Chris Todd, the Armada sir, the general, #1 man. He's going to come on in a few minutes' time. He's going to answer all your comments, all your questions coming in, and he's got 1 or 2 little things about basketball. Yeah, basketball, a big round thing of CD Tenerife.
Sport I didn't play.
Yeah, and
believe it or not.
Yeah, I bet you did, and I cannot wait for that one, Toddy. Unbelievable. Right. We're in Tenerife. We're in the south of Tenerife, as you know, in my little manor in CAIXESBBXXX. If you've just joined the show, again, my name's Paul Webb. Been here 30 years, 3 pubs, as you all know. And it is beautiful. We're talking 21, 22 degrees at the moment. It's going to go up to 24, 25. I do apologise for all you people back home in England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, where it's piddling down, it's snowing. You can have it. But I'm coming home in a few weeks' time to come and see you all. More about that in a few minutes' time. Right. As you know, if you're not subscribed, share, family, whatever, hit the like button. But it's the like button, obviously, when you do that, sends it to Google, and Google sends it all around the world. So that is very, very important. And don't forget, you know, Foggy, my number 99, he's there, sat on the sofa, watching some TV. Now he's watching us, having a cup of tea. Foggy, I love you for what he does. Right, let's get on with it. Shout-outs. We're going to kick off a very... Well, I've never met the gentleman, but he does reply to all my vlogs. A big shout out to Nathan Brown, massive Liverpool fan. Morning, Nathan. How are you, big man? That's your big shout out. Right. Big shout out to Kevin the Scotsman, who was here last week. Top fella with all his family. And we had a couple of little walks, and I had a few new subscribers on there. Kevin, top man. Love you, big star. On top of that, we had Colin in Saf from Bournemouth, then in Dorset, Cole's place. Nice to see you again, big man, last Friday. Come on with Tim. And do you know something? We had a cracking last Friday. Had a great afternoon. Didn't us, Tim? Did we enjoy that?
We really did.
That was one of the best Fridays, wasn't it? When you, me, Kev the Scotsman, Colin was on, Saf come in, she went off for an ice cream. It was a cracking afternoon.
I'm here in the corner.
Here in the corner. And we'll be on live with Tim, living with MS in Tenerife, later on tonight at 5 to 6. Right. Last but not least, I've got 3 big announcements to make today. This is the first one. The other 2 are going to go on the second part of Shoutout. Right, very good pal of mine, used to come in my pub, massive Coventry football fan. His name's Satch. Satch, well, is his surname? Satch. What a lovely, lovely fella. Got a bald head like me. He's got a beautiful daughter. Not anymore. Yeah, she's got married. Okay, right, this is going to be a big shout out, as I've got it here on my phone, to Charlie, the son-in-law, and to Victoria. Congratulations to you two. They got married last Saturday on the 20th of April at Blake Hall in Essex. And your dad, Victoria, is very, very proud of you, darling. I did meet you a couple of times in the world famous Garner Barn. And you are an absolute sweetheart. You really, really are. So this one is for you today. And they're off, or they're there now, in St. Lucia. So I hope Charlie's got a few quid to go over there, because your dad wouldn't have put his hand in his pocket. I know what he's like, short arms, long pockets, hasn't he? So Victoria, and for you, Charlie, have a great life. Love you both, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, Satch. Take care, big man. Right, that's the shout-outs for the first part. Don't forget, we got the man Chris Todd is going to be answering any of your comments coming over. Is there any on at the moment before I go on to the sport?
Plenty, yeah.
Plenty. All right, go on. Go on. Very busy.
Remember to smash the like button, said Eugene. Morning, Webby from It's Craig. Denise Pearson, good morning. Evie Blue, morning. Andrew, good morning, guys. North Tenerife man. says morning. So does Mark Howley and Damien O'Toole. Morning, fellas. Hope you're good this morning. Well, we'll try our best.
We'll try our best, big man.
Oh, he means hope you're feeling well. Okay. Charlie, 5 more wins to win the league. Come on, City.
Cheers, Charlie.
Won't be that many, will it, really?
No.
Roger Channing, morning.
Arsenal.
Anna-Marie Elton.
Morning, Anne-Marie.
Alan Fraser, good morning.
Morning,
Tim
big
and
man.
Chris.
Before you go any further, big Alan Fraser, I'm not going to say anything else. That gentleman will be on the second shout out and we're going to see his mug. All right, Alan. He messaged me because he said that I hope I'm not pestering you on the phone too much. Alan, he sends me massive football bits and pieces from Scottish football. So, Alan, top man, you'll have the shout outs in a few minutes' time. Go on, any more?
David Butler, hi everyone.
Morning,
in
Dave.
the background. No one in the
Oh,
background.
nobody in the background.
I don't know.
Oh, shut up.
Good
Go on.
morning, folks. Huge game for the Mighty Whites tonight. Rigor Mortis.
Leeds United playing tonight. Yeah, massive game.
And Susan Roberts, morning all. Mark LFC, morning Webby, Chris and Tim.
Morning, Macca.
Hope you're all right. Morning Tim from North Tenerife, man. Get up for it, Nick, 1:40 morning. Just basically morning.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Should we get on with a
From
bit of sport then?
Yeah.
Because as you can all see, look at that. I've got an A4 today. I've got that. It's just going to take ages. We could be here for 2 hours today. I think what people are going to appreciate, as Foggy's telling me this morning, that the amount. Listen, I'm not after any love. I've had enough of that lately. With Coventry losing the main, with me, my number 3, and his good pal Paul, who went home yesterday. That's going to be another vlog all about football tomorrow. It's going to be a soccer AM. It's going to be soccer 6 with all the boys and girls. Anyway, cut long story short, the work that I have to put into this, and I'm going to tell you, I don't want no tears. I don't want you feeling sorry for me. The work, I was up till 12 o'clock last night and this morning first thing, checking the darts, checking the snooker, who's won, who's lost. As Foggy says, Webby, all them other, I'm not going to say bits, all their good friends, you got all of them, haven't you? They're out there doing this, walking around. That pub does food. That pub is a restaurant. You can have a nice steak down there. And they do it for 20 seconds. They come off and they get thousands of views. What's this all about? Anyway, I work harder. So come on, get the views on. And on top of that, I've got problems with my car. I'm trying to sort it out. I was going to take the big man, number 3, Big Simon. I was going to say B Simon, but I can't. Not on air anyway. I was going to take him this week. It's going to be next week or the week after. We're going to walk around Puerto Colón, Los Cristianos, Las Americas, and we're going to smash them. All the sports bars where you can watch the Euros in June and July. Okay?
You're going to
so
point
that's
at
what's
the
going to
pubs
happen.
as well.
Pardon?
You're going to point all your camera at the pubs.
I'm going to point the camera at the pubs only for all the sports. Thanks to...
Just not where you can have a steak or a breakfast.
No, forget the steaks, forget the breakfast. If they want to do that, so this is a sports channel, and I'm sticking to it. It's the passion. What about you lot watching him on the corner? Get him up. Look, let's have a look.
Not me.
Look at that. Look at that mug.
Twiddling his knob at the moment.
His thumbs on the bottom right hand corner. The sun's coming out. Yeah, you know, the only signs on the righteousness, and you got him. Oh, right, come on. Bit of rugby league news. Table rugby leagues, please. I'm gonna make Tim work. He's loving it. He's loving it.
Can't see now.
It's the Betfred Super League. We're halfway through the season. We're going to kick off with a few games last weekend. Leeds Rhinos took on Huddersfield, who were 6, and Leeds lost at home by 30 points to 24. St Helens, the red and white, up and under from years ago. That's why I picked them. They are my team from Knowsley Road. They beat Hull FC. We're having an absolute... yeah, that team, all season. We beat them by 58 points to 0. Wigan, probably the favourites with the Catalans. They beat Castleford 36 points to 14. And London Broncos, bottom of the table. They've played 8, lost 8. They lost it home to Salford, who were 7th by 12 points to 4. Warrington 16, Lee 14. They're 4th in the table. And the Catalans from France, top of the table. Only lost 1 game. They defeated Hull Kingston Rovers by 36 points to 6. And last night, St Helens played Huddersfield Giants in a cracking game. It was 12-all with a couple of minutes to go. And boom, a drop goal, 13 points to 12. Put them top of the table, but they have played 1 extra game. Just checking the try scores up to date. Swift at Huddersfield and Marshall at Wigan are top try scores. They've got 9 tries apiece after 8 games. A little bit of rugby union news, please, but you saw the rugby league table up there. Rugby union table, please, Timothy. We're off to the Gallagher Premiership, which is my boys Gloucester. Having a poor season. They kicked off last weekend away to Saracens in London, who were a lot of South African players, quality players. Saracens are third, took on Gloucester, and they were 40-odd points to 0 up before Gloucester got in there and scored a couple of tries. But because it's the end of the season, they put a few youngsters in. But you've got to watch Hathaway, scored a hat-trick of tries. He is the new sensation, like Reece Zammit, who's gone to the NFL. And they won by 46 points to 24. Top of the table, Northampton Saints 40-17 against 8th place Leicester. Exeter against Bath, a bit of a local derby. Bath, who are second at the moment, they ran out 26 points to 14 winners. Bristol at the Memorial Ground, sponsored by Kellaway Building Society, not Building Supplies, beg your pardon, where my pal Graham Withy works there, going to be retiring soon. Fingers crossed, Gray. They smashed Newcastle, who've lost every game, 15 out of 15. They beat them by 85 points to 14. And last but not least, Sale defeated Harlequins, who are 5th, by 37-31. And you can see the table, top left-hand corner. Before we leave rugby union, there's 2 species in the world, the big men and the big women. And let me tell you something, they're fit. So we're going to the rugby union of the Six Nations. The league tables, you can see, are up on the top left-hand corner. England top of the table. They defeated Ireland last weekend by 88 points to 10. Italy 10-17. Scotland and Wales, who are poor, they got absolutely hammered at home to France, who were second, by 40 points to 0. Right. That's your rugby league. That's your rugby union. If you just joined the channel, Webby Sports Roundup here is sunny Tenerife. And I've got my good pal, Chris Todd, who is the general of the Armada, sir. We're going to basically see if there's any more comments, and then we're going to be talking about CD Tenerife and do his little video. But let's check the comments first. Toddy, what you got, son?
Okay, come on the Villa, says Peter Porter.
Cheers, Peter. Well, the Villa are 4th in the league at the moment with Tottenham. Tottenham are 2 games behind.
Team of the season for me, Villa.
Villa, super. Emery, he's done well.
Yeah, you didn't really expect it for them to be in the top 4. Ewan McGregor, McGeever. I always say that. Why did I get that?
But don't forget, before we got Villa, don't forget, the only team in Britain to be in the European Cup. For the Champions League, nobody in it. UEFA Cup, nobody in it.
And Europa League, no one in.
No. And the Conference Cup, after beating Lille on penalties in a two-legged affair. So well done to the Villa.
Okay. Liverpool lost the league at Goodison Park, says Eugene.
Yeah.
Good morning, Webby. With a bit of luck, I may bump into you next week, the Lord.
Look forward to that, my son. Look forward to that. We'll meet up.
Maybe you can hire a car from Andrew Knight while you are there.
Who?
He's out of action. Who's
if
your car is out of action.
No, I will not be. I will not be taking the car off Mr. Knight, I'm afraid.
Tony Issues.
That's 100%.
Andy Park sent £5.
Morning, Parky boy.
And need more grief off the wife asking is Webby skint.
What do you mean am I skint? Good, dear. You haven't like, hey, what's the matter?
Moaning about your car, probably.
Oh, moaning about my car. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. My car. Sorry. Any more?
Morning, Tim. Loving the production you're doing on the show this morning. Seamless transitions on the graphics, mate.
Superb.
Well, that's down to Tim. That's Simon Dale saying that. Yeah.
Here's Simon.
Yeah. Morning, Anne-Marie and David Butler from Denise. Yeah, and Glyn Young.
Thank you. I have a microphone as well.
Scottish Grand National last week.
Yep, that's going to come a little bit later.
Great tip. Sorry.
Cheers, Glyn.
Sunny here. I can't see.
Yeah, we've got more tips coming up a little bit later on in the show.
Webby dropping me in it since 1995. Fogarty, that was.
Carl Fogarty, you're having a laugh.
Yeah.
I've always dropped you in it. You know that. He gets up in the morning.
I wonder what the smell was.
He takes Hayley to work. All right, he takes Hayley to work, and he says, "I'm going straight off to work, darling." And you know what he does? He drops her off at work. She's a nurse doing a fantastic job for the health back in England, National Health Service. Then what he does, he goes straight back home. He talks to me, has a cup of tea, and he watches the TV. I ain't dropping you in it. You're doing it yourself, son. Yeah, go on.
Armchair jockey, Webby. Don't forget to mention a Leeds loss tonight means Leicester City will go up to the Premiership.
Yeah, for sure, if they do. Yeah, if Leeds lose tonight.
That's it.
I'll be watching that tonight. Okay, super. Yeah. If you just joined the channel, make your comments. Webby Sports Roundup here in sunny Tenerife, the only sports show in the sun in the world here in Tenerife. Right, Chris Todd, with regards to City Tenerife, you're the general. I think we got a little video coming up first before we talk to you, Tim. Can we put Toddy on? Go on, Toddy, take it away, son.
Get away.
Welcome everyone to Webby Sports Roundup. Here I am on the beautiful north coast of Tenerife. Tenerife drew 0-0 against Leganés last Friday night. A half decent performance. Maybe we expected a bit more entertainment with hardly a shot on goal, but we were playing the league leaders, so when you think about it like that, wasn't too bad a result. We're not going up, we're not going down, so I'm signing off.
Toddy, okay, super. Thanks for the small video. It's easy to have these small videos, then we can talk a little bit more. Right, last Friday at a game. Tell all the viewers what happened.
Well, Tenerife played Leganés, who were top of the table, so we didn't expect too much, and we didn't get too much either. No, we drew 0-0, and was hardly a shot on goal from either side, let's face it. But considering we were playing the league leaders, and we can't really go up or down, as I keep saying now, it was a decent result. It would have been a 4-4 would have been better, really.
Yeah, of course.
Entertainment side of things.
But what was the crowd last Friday?
Oh, very good. 13,500. They're holding up well, considering everything.
For this time of the year, if that was a few years ago, you would have been down to 8, 9, 10, wouldn't you?
Oh, but less than that.
Less than that.
We're not illusional. We know we used to get like the 8,000 of always. They used to call it the 8,000 de siempre.
Yeah.
That's our basic hardcore.
Yeah.
And then if we were doing well, that would go up to about 10.
Okay.
And if we're doing really well, toward the end of the season, might go up to 12, 14. And then only the promotion games you'd get a full house. You know, the last two maybe. But now, every match is 12, 14, 15, 16,000.
That's phenomenal.
Without having to do anything. Doesn't matter if it's Friday night, Sunday afternoon. It's just we're doing well as a club, but the team aren't doing that well.
And I'll give you how many, because obviously you organise two coaches from the Toby Judd down the south who I've known for many years. And how many years have you been doing that?
Well, since 1999.
99. God hear me. That's a good idea. And you organise, obviously, CD Tenerife.
Last century, in fact.
Yeah.
It's making me sound old now.
Yeah. So you go from the south to the north, and you know, anything between 60 to 100 people go up there and watch them, and the amount of Serbia on the go. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a lot of season ticket holders, and well, we started the fan club in 1992, so.
Gotcha.
But the first few years a bit sporadic, going up in cars. And
Can you just give the viewers just a bit of an idea with regards to Tenerife of this year, what's going to happen? I think we said every year, every week that the managers go in.
Yeah.
And you've got anybody? Is there anybody in line?
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 in line. They've been interviewing people, but it's nothing 100% yet. I don't think they've even decided 100%. So they're doing the interviews now, and my interview's next Tuesday with the club.
Is that with me as your assistant, or have you not asked me yet?
I haven't asked you yet, but we need someone to clean the boots, maybe.
I think you're going to say clean the toilet.
Oh, well, no, better than that.
Yeah, we've got Tim for that one, haven't we?
Yeah.
Hey, oh dear.
So,
Oh dear, they accidentally got muted.
Oh, shut up. Be the first time you did a day's work in your life, Timothy, without your fingers touching all these computer components.
The thing with Tenerife is we're not, well, especially me or the fan club in general, we're not asking to go up every season. We're not asking to even be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sure. But what we are asking for or hoping for is to at least be in the running. 2 months of the season to go. For a chance to play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I mean, we're 9 points from the playoffs.
But how many games left?
Well, there's 18 points in play.
Gotcha.
There's no chance.
No.
But we're 7 from relegation.
Yeah,
so we're closer to relegation.
Then top.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay, but there's 6 games left, so if we lost all 6, we might be in trouble, but hopefully it won't come to that.
Obviously, who we got this weekend?
We're playing Real Oviedo in Asturias. Lovely up there.
You sent me a little bit of a photo.
Yeah.
How many's going over?
Well, there's 180 that we know booked on. There might be a few more at the last minute.
That's
so
fantastic.
it's fantastic considering, well, they'd already booked before they knew we were rubbish. Yeah, no, only joking. No, but there's a special trip going over, and some come from Madrid and fly from the Tenerife itself. So,
yeah, that's good.
you know, it's
Cheers,
decent.
buddy.
It's decent.
All right, my son. Right, I know we want a little bit later on. You've got one or two bits and pieces that you've picked out, and you want to tell people. So we'll come back to in a few minutes' time.
Right, yeah.
Let's go over to one or two more shout-outs that I've got today. We're going to kick off with a gentleman called Alan Fraser. He's a massive Dundee United fan, and he's got a little bit of garden leave at the moment, and I'll leave that to your imagination. And he's a massive Dundee United fan. He was at Ayr United last week, and as most people know, that a good pal of mine, Liam Grimshaw, who's ex-Morton, Preston, Man United, Motherwell. Obviously now he's at obviously Dundee United, and he knows quite a few of the players and so forth. So I'm trying to get him to do one or two things for me. Anyway, we've got a photograph of him, as you can see, on the left-hand side of your TV or of your phone or whatever. And there he is, straight after the 1-0 win over Ayr United, which is a bit of a poor game, so Alan says. So you've got Jim Goodwin, manager, and you've got Alan Sharp, who is assistant manager. So, Alan Fraser, there's your photograph. Let me tell you something, you're all over the world. So you better get that, my son, everywhere. Family, friends, and you can show yourself off. All right, sorted. Cheers, Alan. Thank you for that, big man. Right, let's go over to the Facebook page. Back to Foggy. We've got lots of new people on Facebook this week that have subscribed. Let's see who we got. We got Martin Sanders. Morning, Martin. Sean Foley, Linda Carroll, Callum Cowie, and on top of that, a big shout out to Louise, which is Lawrence's daughter. Did the marathon last week. If you remember, Lawrence was on the show a while back. Is Lawrence? Has he got MS? I think Lawrence has got. What? Yeah. So listen, at the end of the day, listen, my mind's like a sieve. I do beg your pardon. But anyway, cut long story short. So Louise did the marathon. She did it in 5 hours, 26 minutes for Mary Curie, and she raised £3,500. That's from all the Webby Sports Roundup gang. Well done, sweetheart. You did an absolutely fabulous job. We've got some more sports bars that have tuned into us now, all across the Canaries. We're going over to the main sports bar in Coraleco. Morning to you, gang. That's over in Fuerteventura. Paradise Bar in Lanzarote. Good morning to you. And Marshall Sports Bar, Las Americas, which I think Toddy knows.
Where?
Right, you met Marshall Sports Bar.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you know them.
Pepe and Roberto.
Pepe and Roberto. So good morning to you two. They're always on our Facebook page. Good morning, everybody. I remember we popped into there when we played in a friendly against
Marino. At the start of the season, that was our meeting point. Yeah.
That's right.
Hopefully next summer the same again. We'll play Marino.
And that's underneath the
Columbus Hotel.
Columbus Hotel.
Just along from the Chieftain.
So if you're out and about near the Chieftain,
big Tenerife fans,
pop in there, have a drink and have a sandwich or something, and go and enjoy yourself. And last but not least, we've got a big shout out to Mark at the Hopping Grapes. That's my horse racing where I do a little bit of work, as you know, in Cheltenham. So you pop into there. That's in Portocolon. That's the Hopping Grapes. So a big shout out to Mark and to Kath and all the gang over there in Portocolon in the south of Tenerife. Right. That's 2 shout outs. Right.
What about the other picture? You're going to show that later.
Which one's that?
Baby.
The baby's coming now. Listen. See, he's one in front of me. Right. This is the main one. This is the big announcement. Go on. We're going to bang him on now. Look at that. Come on. Tears of happiness. Right. I've got 2 children back home, as you know. Kerry has got 3 children. Demi, Luca, and Sienna. That's my 3 with Kerry. And I've got Lee Paul James Webb, massive Coventry fan. Thank you, Lee. Forget Webby, number 2 over here. Man United fan. Boo. Anyway, I've got a beautiful young granddaughter, Ava Grace, who will be 4 on July the 24th. And now they've just given me another beautiful grandson who name even I don't know, and they don't know yet. They haven't picked it yet. But it was born on St. George's Day,
Gold top.
Monday. Pardon?
Gold top.
Gold top.
Yeah, after the milkman.
After the milk. Thank you, Tim. Ooh. So to Natalie and Lee, what did you think? That's from me, from Grandad and from Dad. So Have a great day. Love you loads. And do you know, so he was £9, 12 ounces. She had a cesarean. Oh, and that's a major, major operation. So well done to you two. And I'll see you in a few weeks' time when I come over and I'll have the little baby boy in my arms. Right. The last but not least, this is the other celebration of this week. So we've had two. We've got Satch's daughter, my grandson, and the last one is this Sunday. Would you believe it's 1 year to the day that Webby Sports Roundup has been on air over the world?
Oh.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That is
I mean,
unbelievable. You can. Thank you. 28th of April, 2023. Has time flown? Lots of new subscribers. I've had a fantastic time. And people thinking he's going to make an announcement, say he's going to retire and stop doing it. No, not a chance. It's going to grow. It's going to get bigger. As long as I'm still going, and this pacemaker, which is not there, as long as my heart's still going, 120/80 I was this morning, then let's keep it going. Let's get it bigger. Over to family and to friends. Right, that's all me shout outs. Right, let's get some comments on. Which like, Toddy, what we got going, son?
Okay, then it says, morning chaps, said before 0-0 is always a good bet in the Spanish second division. Come on Derby, says Emma. A view from us, morning all Webby. Hope you are well.
Morning.
Hi Webby, hope all is good from John Keenan.
Oh, morning, John.
Luis raised for MS in the UK, says Fogarty.
It was MS. Yeah, I thought it was Merry Caribbean. It was MS. It was MS. Thank you. Cheers, Foggy.
Mark Thurl from Chessington. Morning, guys.
Morning, Mark.
Yeah, he's a new subscriber. A friend of mine, yeah.
Oh, he's a new. Good morning, Mike.
Yeah.
Chessington.
Yeah.
Does he live in Chessington Zoo?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
They let him out now and again.
Morning, Mark. How are you, big man?
Only joking.
Oh, he's no longer a subscriber.
Oh, yeah. An ex-subscriber.
Yeah.
Mark Wilshire, morning, boys. No need to mention the Chelsea result this morning.
Morning, Macca.
Embarrassing.
Big Cheltenham
How
boy.
did the Tenerife B team get on during the week? Quickly, they won 4-0 last week. They're hopefully going to get promoted. They're only 4 games from going up.
Excellent.
And looking good. Happy birthday, Webby Sports Roundup. Some from Ian Greer.
Ian, cheers, Ian. Thank you.
How long have you been in Tenerife, Webby? From John Keenan.
1994. 30 years, 3 pubs. Retired
Happy
9
birthday
years
to
ago.
the team from Mark Howley.
Cheers, Mark Howley. Thank you,
Yeah.
big man.
That's it up to now.
That's it up to now. Okay, let's do a little bit of snooker news, Timothy. As we all know now, if we're into snooker news, we all love the Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's won every title that's going the Masters 8 times. He's now looking for number 8 of the Crucible Theatre up at Sheffield. And I know for a fact Ash About Town is going to be at the semi-finals next week. And hopefully Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan will be in the semis. And he's going to try and do me 1 or 2 little videos. So he's going to be my roving reporter at the Crucible. So cheers, Ash, for that. Right, let's have a quick look now. First round, Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan beat Jackson Page 10-1 to reach the last 16. There's 1 or 2 players there, I'll tell you what, are out already. You've got the last year's winner of the Crucible, Brissell from Belgium. He was out in the first round. You've got Mark Williams, who won one of the Masters a couple of weeks ago. He's out as well. Mark Selby. He's got problems, I think, Mark Selby. He's out. And then last night, let's have a look. We've got Gilbert beat Milkins, but he's 5-3 up in the interval. Higgins won 10-6 yesterday, and Trump, who is second favourite, is 6-2 up on Ford. Both English guys, but Trump is a Bristol boy. Quick check on the betting. Rocket Ronnie 6-4 favourite, Trump 7-2, Mark Allen playing well this year 8-1, and Murphy is 12-1. So that's your snooker news from here, Webby Sports Roundup here in the south of Tenerife. Then what we're going to do? We're going to go over to a little bit of horse racing, Timothy, I think.
Okie dokie.
Any more comments what he's doing horse racing, son?
No.
No?
Echo on sound, says Tony Fogarty.
Echo on sound, okay. We'll get the echo off.
Thanks for the shout out, gents. Did you Photoshop that image? I looked semi-presentable in it, says Alan Fraser.
Oh, Alan Fraser. Oh, you look quite good, Alan, no doubt about it. If you just joined the channel, Webby Sports Roundup, live every Friday morning from 9:30. Next year, we could be changing it all around, so stay tuned in. We have every sport you could possibly think of. If there's another sport you want to talk or discuss or put on the show, please send your comments through. And this is Chris Todd, CD Tenerife. He is the general of the Amada Sir fan club and the boss of CD Tenerife Football Club. And he's been here for many of years. Right, we're going to...
Greg Pilgrim, sorry, it said Greg Pilgrim, echo on. Chris said echo on. It's a bit of an echo.
It's done.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
bit,
all done. Yeah,
seems a bit of an echo here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Echo here, echo
Seems
here,
to be,
echo here.
yeah.
Is that
It's
what
the
it is?
bunny
That's
menace.
up to now, yeah.
Right, let's have a look. Right, listen, we're going to horse racing. Now, we have Lee Sobot, works for the Yorkshire Evening Post. Now, this man has given us fat, they're not tips, they're FATs. He's a big Leeds United man, goes to all the games, home and away. Big presenter of his football club with the Evening Post. And he's on the Racing Post as well. So I think there's about 40 or 50 people around the country, and he's in the top 10 at that. Checks it all out, and the winners we've had lately has been absolutely phenomenal. He has
Grand
given
National.
us this last 2 weeks the English Grand National, 8-1 winner 2 weeks ago, and last week he gave us the winner of the Scottish Grand National at Ayr, 18-1. I think if I remember rightly, it was about 11-2 favourite when he gave us, but Paul Townend, who is the #1 jockey, obviously for the stable, didn't fancy it, so he's opted on the other one. So that one came down in price. This one went out in price. Lee tipped it up and it won at 18-1. Absolutely phenomenal. A cracking race. Won by a nose. The other horse, Surrey something, was it 20-1. So let me tell you something. Lee Sobot, you're doing fantastic, my son. You really are. Now, that was McDermott, the name of the horse last week. Now, what I'm going to do now, he did give us two. Skelton in the first race. Obviously, that went down. But if you've had a fiver or a tenner on each race, you would be well up in the bank account. Now, this is this week. So I think, assuming Tim has put the horse up for this week, he's actually given us two overnight. Let's have a look. Nick Rocket in the 3:35 at Sandown. It's about 8-1. Another Mullins horse, top trainer of the world, going all out to make absolutely sure of winning the English trainers title. And this could be the race where the horse finally clicks in. He's also popped in with the 150 at Sandown, Secret Squirrel tomorrow, a progressive young hurdler for an informed trainer in Huey Morrison, 10-1, that with Nick Rocket. So we've got two cracking horses tomorrow. If you ever go on both of them, a little bit of each way probably, just to cover yourself. Then we'll see what happens with next week, and fingers crossed for tomorrow. So thank you, Lee Sobot on the horse racing of this week. Just a quickie on recent vlogs. If you've not checked my channel out, check out this last week or two. Some great vlogs. I do Scottish Corner on a Wednesday. I thoroughly enjoy that. Rangers, Celtic, who's going to win the league? Rangers, Celtic, who's going to win the Scottish Cup? It's going to be very difficult and very tight. Could be a double for one or double for the other. Big shout out to Stenhouse Mirror, who won Division 2, to Falkirk, who won Division 1, and a big shout out to Dundee United and my pal Liam Grimshaw, who are the champions of the championship. Well done to those boys. And I'm going to leave it probably till next week. There's a big problem with the Highland League. Just in my head at the moment, Bucky Thistle won the league and beat Brecon City. Same number of points, but goal difference of 2. They get something like 250 to 300 every home game. And what happens is they have to fight probably, yeah, take on a team from another league at the bottom, underneath Division 2. They do a playoff and they play the winners, the team, the bottom of Division 2. But because their ground and everything else is not up to scratch, they've been kicked out.
Like Gateshead.
Yes. So, I said to Alan Fraser yesterday, he sent me lots of bits about it. I'll do that on Wednesday. Or I might do one on me Jack Jones this weekend. And I'm thinking, surely Bucky Thistle must have known that if they get there, you've got to have this ready, that ready, this ready, that ready. So I don't know. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
Chris?
there's probably a story behind it. Maybe the council promised to do things and then haven't complied with their
Yeah.
promises, like councils do all over.
It's,
It's
it's
sad though, because it should have been sorted weeks ago. It's not fair on the fans that
It's just not up to Scottish Football Association, security, all the reasons and all the bits and pieces. They
Yeah.
haven't crossed the T's and dot the I's. It's
That's
just
it.
incredible, isn't it?
It's poor, very poor. And it's the same in the Nationwide League with Gateshead,
Yeah.
No one knew until they'd already qualified that oh no, you can't. And then they had to the playoffs
Yeah.
where one of the teams got a bye in the semi-finals, which doesn't seem fair either.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a mess up.
Not very good, not very
Yeah.
good. So anyway, so hopefully maybe they'll turn around, but it is what it is. So that's your Scottish football. Right, a little bit of Formula One news. Big shout out to me pal Ian Bullock from Chesterfield. I know he's probably watching. Absolutely top fella. He's in my apartment a couple of weeks ago. We had a cracking week together. Loves his Formula One. If you remember, I'm going to do a little charity event in the summer. I've not done it yet. So I've got one of his cars he brought over for me, and that will go to F.A.C.T fighting against cancer Tenerife. And I've got to design what I'm going to do. Got one or two other things to put together as well. So that'll be my my bit of charity work for this year. Formula One this week, 5 races gone. It was in China last weekend. And again, the Red Bull took it. Verstappen, he is absolutely flying, the world champion. And he's won 4 of the last 5 races. He was first, Red Bull. Norris of McLaren was second. Perez, another Red Bull, he was third. And Hamilton, he was 18th on the grid, and he got himself up to 9th position. So always difficult with regards to Hamilton this year. Now, we said he's going to Ferrari. Is he or is he not? I don't know. Do you know much about? No, you don't. Okay, we'll forget Toddy on that. I think he's already signed the agreement to go to Ferrari next year. It's Miami next weekend. So top of the leadership table, you've got Verstappen 110, Perez 85, and Hamilton 19 points.
I went to a few Grand Prix in the 80s. Nigel Mansell won his first ever at Silverstone.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Yeah.
I've never been. I don't know if it's ever taken me. But
Really?
he lived in the Isle of Man, didn't he? Nigel
Yeah,
Mansell?
that's true. I remember.
Because
that,
I think it was because of tax situation.
Yeah.
Trying to pay less tax.
So when's the course here going to finish?
Oh, Toddy.
That's
Well, they're
been
supposed to be
going-
doing a course here.
Yeah,
So,
near the airport. Yeah.
Near the airport.
Yeah.
You would know more. Have anything been identified?
Well,
in the local
yeah,
papers?
every 6 months when the politicians want a few extra votes, they say this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and they're putting the roads in and they're starting the construction, but then it goes quiet, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hold your breath, Webby.
Okay. Okay, all right. If there's any more comments, please send the comments through the Webby Sports Roundup. This is live here in Laura's Bar here in CAIXESBBXXX, 9:30 every Friday morning. If you want to pop down, have a coffee with us any single week. Todd is always on with me, talking about all the comments. Right, a little bit of darts news. Premier League darts last night, the 13th one up in Liverpool. You had, listen, this man Littler, he's 17 years of age. He is phenomenal. Rob Cross, the semi-final, beat Van Gerwen from Holland 6-2. Littler beat Aspinall 6-5. And the final between Littler and Cross. And Littler dominated the game. And he won by 6 frames to 2. 6 frames to 2. What do you say in darts? Not frames, is it frames?
Darts? Oh,
Yeah, 6 frames to 2. Obviously, frames is obviously snooker. Hey?
No.
Legs.
No,
No,
leg,
no.
yeah, 6 legs to 2. Yeah, I think you're wrong. Hey, do you want to? It's no
Yeah,
system.
we'll swap, shall we?
Should we get Tim Down sat in here? I think it's 6 legs to 2, isn't it? He beat him 6-2 anyway. That's what he beat him. So well done, Master. Tim, can I tell you that camera's off there?
Yeah, it's because it's using too much battery, so we might not make the hour now.
Oh, we might not make the air in it. Okay, that's your latest darts. Any comments coming up, big man?
Morning, lads. Fly and visit me on my way out up the right mighty Reds from Coles Place.
Cheers,
Morning, Edinburgh from Denise Pearson.
Morning.
Nigel Mansell, a true gent, says Denise Pearson.
Yeah.
52 watching, Tony Fogarty says.
Fantastic. That's good.
Yeah.
Back up to 50. That's super.
Yeah, nice one.
That's
Thank
superb.
you.
Yeah. So as I say, check all the vlogs from last week. I do Scott's Corner on a Wednesday. We do on Thursday. We do the football focus. Lots of different vlogs, little walks. Again, just fantastic. Get on there, make a tick, and subscribe. WEBBY'S Sports Roundup. Any more coming in?
Morning, a view from us, from Denise.
Morning, Denise.
And that's it up to now. Yeah.
That's it up to there.
Yeah.
Right, before we go on to the two non-league clubs, we're going to be finished in a few minutes' time. Just a little plug for my little one-bedroom apartment that I've got here in CAIXESBBXXX. We've had lots of people come out. We had 26 weeks booked up for this year, which is fantastic because somebody was one of my good friends, Glenn, was in it for 4.5 years, and he's left to go and live with his young lady. So basically, we're holiday letting it now. 1 week, it's absolutely superb. We've got English television, we got Wi-Fi, it's all there, nice swimming pool. So if there's any inquiries, please, then it's just for 2 people only, nice small little apartment, absolutely lovely and quiet on a residential area. All you've got to do is email me on webpaul36@gmail.com, webpaul36@gmail.com. Please send me an inquiry and I'll get straight back to you. It's as simple as that. So here we are in sunny Tenerife. Right, a little bit of news on the two non-league clubs. We follow Hendon Football Club over there in London. My good pal Ian Allinson. It's his son Lee, who's over in June. They're coming out, staying in the middle of town somewhere. Now, Lee is the manager of Hendon and his dad is helps him out just 3 mornings a week. They've had 5 draws on the bounce. They're in the non-league. They drew with Gosport, high-flying Gosport, 0-0 the weekend. And on top of that, they're in the London Cup Senior Final against Charlton Athletic after beating Dartford 6 goals to 3 on Tuesday night, with Joe White scoring 4 goals. And we think the final is on the 30th of April. Spoke to Ian last night. As you all know, ex-Arsenal scored a cracking semi-final goal against Tottenham many, many moons ago. Good friend of mine. And we're not sure where the final is. So well done to Hendon Football Club, to Lee and to Ian Allison. I think at the moment they're 11th in the league with 1 game to go away from home this weekend. Last but not least, Chatham, which is
Tolf's team.
Tor's team, who used to live here. Is he a big West Ham fan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big West Ham, big Chatham. They took on Horsham, who was 5th, last home game of the season. 2,000 fans turned up and they lost by 3 goals to 1. Now, if they want to finish second, they've got to win their game away to Enfield, who are 3rd at the moment. I think if they draw, then they're 2nd and Enfield are 3rd. So that's a cracking game. And I think Enfield didn't used to be in the top league. I think Enfield many years ago, didn't they?
What do you mean top league?
I think they were in the the league below the Division 2. I think they were then, weren't they?
Oh,
Enfield.
I'm not sure about that. I think they split into 2 teams years ago.
Yeah.
Enfield Town and I went there once to watch Aldershot, and we lost 4-0. But...
What happened this week, Aldershot?
Oh, they didn't make the playoffs. They made a few goals. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Listen. There was 1 or 2 things that you wanted to bring up.
Well, I think it's interesting.
Okay. News from Chris Todd, please.
Basketball. I know not many people are interested in basketball, but Tenerife have one of the best teams in Europe. So Lenovo Tenerife, and they're playing this weekend in the final for Champions League in Belgrade with 4 other teams. Well, obviously it's 3 other teams. So Unicaja from Malaga, a team from Athens, and UCAM Murcia. So good luck to them. I'm not a big basketball fan. Are you, Webby? No. But we need to shout out for any Tenerife-based teams or Canarian-based teams, and we support them 100%. And there's also women's football tomorrow in Adeque. They're playing Valencia. So we got in here, we're lucky in Tenerife, we have a very good basketball team, one of the best in Europe, and we've got a very good women's football team. One of the best in Spain. It's just a shame the men's team's not that great, but anyway, we can't have everything. And they're playing us. So tomorrow morning in Adeque Stadium, Costa Adeque Tenerife against Valencia at 11 a.m. It's about €10 to gain entrance.
Okay.
So it's worth. They should be promoting it more, I think, because they should fill that ground without any trouble. The tourism and I don't know, but that's up to them. But so those are the 2 things I wanted to get across there.
And we got 10% battery.
Morning, Kevin. Thanks, big man. I'll give you a shout out early doors. Hope you're well. Hope you had a great weekend. Love seeing you last week, and we'll see you very, very soon. And hopefully the weather's going to pick up for you. And St. Mirren this weekend against one of the big boys. Good luck for that, big man. Cheers, Kevin. Right, before we go, we're having a Super 6 tomorrow morning. It's going to be on 10 o'clock in the morning. Me, Big Simon, my number 3, and his good friend Paul will be on the show. That's around 10 o'clock-ish. I've just got my Super 6, which Foggy want to put out. I'm going to put this out now, and you can also check this out. I've got Man United beating Burnley 3-1, Newcastle to beat Sheffield United 2-0, Everton 1-1 with Brentford, Villa 2, Chelsea 2, Tottenham 1, Arsenal 2, sorry Foggy, and Forest 0, Man City 3. Brighton 0 last night, Man City 4. I'll tell you, Liverpool got beaten by Everton by 2-0. They've shot themselves in the foot, Liverpool. They really, really have. I think it's going to be a 2-horse race now. Is it Man City's league again under Pep Guardiola, or is it going to be the Gooners of Arsenal? Very, very tight. I think there's 4 points difference, and City, I still think, have 2 games in hand. So it's going to go to the one.
Klopp should have kept quiet when he knew he was leaving.
100%. Since he opened his gob, which he does, I think he's a great manager. Since he said that he was leaving, they lost in the Champions League, they lost FA Cup, they're going to lose the league. He's going to go away with absolutely nothing for his last season in charge. And there's a new manager, obviously the guy from Feyenoord, Slot.
Willie Slottin.
Slottin. Yeah, Willie Slottin. That's his name.
Klopp, I think it's all hindsight now. Obviously, it's easy at the time, but maybe the players love him so much that when he said he came out with that, it put them on a downer.
Yeah, for sure.
And some are leaving anyway, so I don't know, but it looks like they've blown it. It's between Arsenal and City.
Yeah, for sure. And the new manager looks like he wants to play. He wants to be the manager of Liverpool.
Yeah,
a Dutchman. All right.
He's had
a good few. I don't know much about it. He's had a good few seasons. So listen, it is Wooly. So good luck to Liverpool Football Club. Right, listen, we're going to close now. Is there any more last comments before we go?
Quickly, Adrian Newley leaving Red Bull, not happy about the drama off the track.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nice to meet you last week in Monte Cristo, says Chris Hood. Good chat.
Cheers, Chris.
Andy Park, definitely book your apartment next year, Webby.
Thanks, Andy.
Scotsman in Tenerife is watching. Boom. Hi, all good luck to Sutton United tomorrow for a miracle. Spain uncovered 1999.
Yeah, Sutton, I think they could be going down, couldn't they? And Sutton was the team that beat Coventry in the FA Cup many, many years ago when we won it in '87. So I remember.
Right.
Yeah, go on.
Last one, George Martin. Where's the Tenerife basketball team based? They're based in La Laguna. They're not just down from El Campo. In the Santiago Martin Stadium. It's called the Hamburguesa because it's shaped like a hamburger.
Yeah, yeah.
And they get crowds of about 10,000, but they're looking to extend it because they're doing so well. Place. Yeah. So.
Okay, right. I think that's it now. We're going to go. All I'm going to say is many, many, many thanks to Chris Todd. He'll be on again next week. We've got 1 or 2 new people coming on next couple of weeks. They're coming back off the jollies. 1 or 2 live here. So we're going to have like a full crowd next 2 weeks. A big, big, massive thank you to obviously Tim, my logistics manager. The cameras we've got here today is absolutely fantastic. What he does for this show is nobody's business. Does a fantastic for me Friday morning, and he does give me the whip. A big shout out to my man Foggy, who does my Facebook page. He's my number 99. Love you to bits, big man. Good luck to Tottenham for the rest of the season. All I'm going to say is, thanks for everybody. Thanks for my new subscribers. Lots and lots of them, and we need to grow this.
Keep spreading the word.
Keep spreading the word. Bit of a tick, please. Don't forget Saturday morning. We've got a massive super chat tomorrow morning. It's all about 10 o'clock. Football, all about Man United, Coventry. Anyway, I think it's done better than bad. I really, really do. So all I'm going to say now is, if you haven't subscribed and you like what you hear and you like what you see, subscribe to Webby Sports Radar here in sunny Tenerife, in my manor, in the south. So you have a great weekend. Thank you. Passion from me, Webby, and from Tim, and from Chris. Over and out.